You guys know that the wealthiest man in Africa is Aliko Dangote. In fact, he's Nigerian and is worth billions of US dollars. It's also, if I'm not right, one of the highest employers of labor in Nigeria and on the continent. And I was watching a video. They had like a roundtable conference or a fireside conference or a fireside chat. You're on the stage and they're talking about all kinds of things. And he said, he needs 28, 30, 35. I don't remember exactly how many. 38 visas to travel across Africa. Ooh, I was shocked. And he was talking to I think, if I'm not mistaken, the CEO of one of these oil firms, multinational oil firms, who happens to be French. And he said this Frenchman doesn't require any visas to travel across Africa. So, as a very common African or ordinary African, if the wealthiest African in the world still requires visas to be stamped in his passport to move around the continent, how easy do you think it would be for normal, everyday Africans? I don't understand this. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So for those who don't know, the African visa system is in three parts. There are parts of Africa where you don't need visas. All you need is to show your passport. So, for instance, the West African region, the ECOWAS region of Africa, you can travel around the West African region without a visa. You wouldn't need to show your passport. But if you are leaving that region and going to Northern Africa or Eastern Africa or Southern Africa, you would either need to, depending on the nationality, your African nationality, you need a visa on arrival, or you would need to apply for an e-visa, or you would need to physically go to an embassy and then fill in application forms and apply. It's it doesn't encourage trade. It doesn't encourage tourism. It doesn't encourage people to move from one African country for industrialization and the like, and it is a problem. I don't know what they need to do about it, but it's just a very sad truth. If we do not open our borders to Africans, how are we going to grow? I mean, if you're a citizen of the EU and you can move easily, you can move from one European country to another easily, borderless posts. There's no need for you to apply for any visa. You are a French citizen, you go to Germany. You are German, you go to Spain. You are Spanish, you go to Italy. Italian, you go to Austria and the like. So it baffles me a lot. In fact, I know you guys know, if you've gotten a Schengen visa before, as a non-EU citizen, if you have a Schengen visa, you can easily tour all the Schengen countries without any kind of obstruction. So it is incredible. So if we had an African Schengen kind of visa, it means that if you were to come to Africa, you can easily go around the continent without visa. But that doesn't exist. It can't exist if the people who live on the continent can't even move. How much more those who don't live there? So I think it's something that needs to be looked into. I think it's something that needs to be checked so that people can easily tour Africa and enjoy it. So I hope one day the richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote, will be able to move easily. If he can move easily or freely. And this is a man who has businesses all around the continent. He has investments in almost every region of Africa. We need to look into this. So anybody who's watching this, if you know someone who can influence this in the AU, it starts from things like this. We should work on this and let it move. So Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as I said in the previous videos, that I'll be posting shorts every day and talking more about this topic. Topics or the things to talk about in Africa are so many, and to take a lifetime to finish talking about it. And I have one lifetime to give. All right. Have a nice day and God.